which is why I have chosen to put this particular topic about this particular group of women in the middle. I'm going to sandwich them in because I cannot wrap this show up speaking about this nonsense. But I'm going to speak about the nonsense because come on with the messy. What am I talking about?
Something funny?
No, nothing's, it's just, I'm still learning about this stuff.
This stuff?
It's just so much fluff.
Welcome to Fluff and Stuff with Wanda Coppage, where we talk about everything light and lovely, the softer side of Sears. If you're looking for something a little deeper, this may not be your jam. But if it is, click play. Can't wait to chat. Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good day. I don't know when you clicked on this podcast. I'm just so happy that you did. I'm going to upload the audio and the video, and they both will go live March 31st. So if you're watching this when it was posted, it would be March 31st, okay? Because I'm recording it the day before. I said I just have to do something for the end of Women's History Month. I haven't said anything or done anything. I really haven't even done this type of podcast in a while. I think the last one was my rant on Beyonce's high as hell ticket prices. Not really sure. But I have been doing podcast episodes. I started a new one over on YouTube and on Buzzsprout, and it's called Wake Up with Wanda. It's coffee and conversation, mom talk. Get ready in the morning after you put the kids on the bus or you drop the kids off. Something to listen to, and maybe you can relate. And I hope that you subscribe to that one as well. Wake Up with Wanda. Hang out with me in the morning. So this is Fluff and Stuff with Wanda. All of them are under this branch, Fluff and Stuff, because that's exactly what it is, with Wanda. Hey, if you're watching right now on screen, you can see my mic is kind of disappearing into the background, the virtual background that I don't have. I'm using StreamYards. Don't hold it against me. It is what it is. And also, another disclaimer, I am always fidgeting with my mic and my eye on camera, more specifically, my eyelash. And I've already put out a call to action for the makeup artists, all of the makeup artists on YouTube. Please help me fit my eye. Help me fit my eye. Listen, let's get to the business of the day. We have a couple of women that I want to show some love to before we wrap up the month of March. And I wanted to do it on my podcast. So let's go ahead and get it started with Miss Quinta. Quinta, isn't she a cutie? Q for Quinta is also for QT with a Q. I absolutely adore her. If you are not familiar with her, she is the mastermind behind one of the masterminds behind Abbott Elementary. Abbott Elementary. Do you know that show? Oh, I love that show so much. You know, I'm over on radio too, right? I'm on radio, FM radio, terrestrial radio. And I was telling all of the listeners, Abbott Elementary, when it first came out, Abbott Elementary, Abbott Elementary, Abbott Elementary, because I feel that Blackish has run its course. Kenya Barris did his thing with that one. Love all of the cast, loved all of the writing, love that show. Every single year at every award show, it was all about Blackish. And then Abbott Elementary came, and it just so happened to come at the right time because Blackish was kind of fading off the scene. It had run its course. It's time. Side note, Grownish. If you love Blackish, Grownish might be for you, especially all my HBCU alumni. It gives heavy. I miss being on the yard. I miss being on campus. All the days when I was a young person. Anyway, Abbott Elementary, Quinta Brunson is one of the creators of that show. She also stars on the show and she writes for the show. And this past award season, Quinta Brunson racked up on everything, not just her, other cast members. We all know Auntie. I wonder if she would get mad that we're calling her Auntie. Not everyone is around for the Auntie title. I'm talking Cheryl Lee Ralph, by the way, the original Dream Girl. Cheryl Lee Ralph finally receiving her flowers from them because we've been giving it to her forever, right? Cheryl Lee Ralph award ceremonies. She is shining, 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 shining. Yeah. All it is winning. Everyone from that cast, Abbott Elementary, has been winning, and it is because of that beautiful woman right there, Quinta Brunson, doing her thing. And the reason I'm speaking about her now, other than the fact that she's super dope, tomorrow, which is April 1, she is going to be on Saturday Night Live. It's April Fool's Day. She's going to be doing some April Fool's joke. Quinta's like, I had I had this one friend in college, and she was so small. She was so tiny. I felt like I needed to mother her. I felt like I needed to protect her. I don't know. That's just my spirit. And I had to be checked on it. One of my other friends said, that person, I'm not going to say her name, she is not a baby. She is a grown ass woman. And because she was so tiny and so cute. She's like in a cute little package. That's what I get from Quinta. If Quinta was my friend in real life, I swear to goodness, I'd probably be overprotective of her. Probably be overprotective because she's so tiny. She like bite-sized cuteness. Love you, Quinta. And I know you're going to do a wonderful job on Saturday Night Live. And I can't wait to see it. And keep watching Abbott Elementary. If you have not watched, please watch that show. Okay? Moving on. I have this thing about me where I don't want to come up here, use any platform that I'm ever gifted by the Lord and spew negativity. I don't ever want to do that. If I'm going to say something that is not uplifting and positive and, butterflies and daffodils, I've got to balance it out with great news, which is why I have chosen to put this particular topic about this particular group of women in the middle. I'm going to sandwich them in because I cannot wrap this show up speaking about this nonsense. But I'm going to speak about the nonsense because come on with the messy. What am I talking about? Xscape. And I had to, the reason I was pausing right there is because I want to say the SWV and Xscape R&B Queens Bravo TV reality TV show. That's what I would love to say. Listen, bear with me because I can't. You listen, I'm always going to be doing something. I'm always doing something. And it's always these damn lashes. But here we go. Here we go. I might end up putting my glasses on at the end of the night too. Here we go. So, SWV and Xscape. What are we doing? What are we doing? Give me a second. Because I had told you. Because I had told you I might end up with my glasses on, right? Am I going to get a glare? Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I feel like the teacher. I need a little top knot or something. Anyway, listen. Okay, so we're going to start with the negative so that we can land on the positive, right? Okay. What the fuck are we doing with this show? It's so messy. SWV Xscape are on Bravo for a show I was so excited about. I'm so thrilled. I love both groups. I grew up in the 90s. Come on, just kicking. I actually did a video already about Candy. I did a video already about her interview with Shannon Sharp. I love both of these groups. Hands down, the best versus battles to me were that of Xscape and SWV, and possibly Miss Badu and Miss Jilly from Philly. I'm that chick. And come on, Drunk Jada. Come on, KI Double. He was doing his thing. That one was live too. Let's not talk about that. Let's stay focused. I was so looking forward to the show. On my show on the radio, I was telling everybody, hey, Bravo TV series, they have a show, SWV and Xscape. they have a show coming. We got to watch it because they're going to be getting prepared for their concert that's coming up. They have a concert. It's coming up. We got to be ready. Let's be ready. And then I start watching this show. And I love how they're working things out on the air, on the show. But it's the bullshit happening off of the show, all over social media, all on the YouTube, all in the video, speaking on it. The Jasmine brand, you stole my money. They coming with receipts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna give you a quick overview. And then I'm gonna drop some footage in there for you, okay?
Tamika, I'm tired, Mama. I'm tired. If you so tired, I'm tired. You should have came and talked to me. I've been talking to you about. You know they stole my money. Ain't nobody stole my money. You know they did. You know they did. You still acting like you don't know. Take the cameras off.
That I don't like. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that my sister's been dragged and my mom's been dragged. That's not who I am as a person. That is still my family. I love my mom. I love my sister. We just going through some things right now. Mm-hmm. I did not lie on my sister. And, you know, it is what it is. And I still, to this day, continue to protect her. Because I could pull out receipts, but I'm not.
Every one of them up for sound exchange. And I sent all the paperwork. And Tamika, I did Latasha, everybody. And Tamika told me, when we filled out the paperwork, she was living in New York then, and I still have the paperwork, and I filled it out, and I put it. Her address was all in New York and everything. Tamika, my Tamika had gotten her checks, and it was a pretty big check then. I'm thinking it was like close to $20,000 the first time. They got a lot of checks though, and Tamika said, "I didn't get my checks." And I said, "Well, you should have." I said, "Because Tamika's gotten several checks already." And so we called up to Sound Exchange. Me and Tamika was on the line, and we talked to, this guy's name was Joe Mo Grady. I think he's passed away, but back then he was the person we talked to. And he talked to Tamika, and she asked him questions about her checks, and he told her that her checks were going to Hampton, Georgia. And so after that, she said, "Well, I live in New York. How did this happen?" And he sent her copies of the checks. I mean,
yeah,
so
he sent copies.
He said something about your sister and Rocky, Edward Bivens, because I really didn't know Rocky's name.
Right, he said Edward Bivens cashed your checks. But how was I supposed to get my money back?
The only way you could get your money back is you had to prosecute him. And you said, "I don't want to do that."
Once we did
transparency, I really didn't want to do the show. I'm being honest. You know, but I talked to my sister, and she was like, you know, we could get our cookbooks out, we can do the spices, we can do music outside of the group. And I believed her. I was literally the last person to sign the contract to be on the show. And the reason I did it, because I wanted to do it with my sister.
For years, Tamika has blindly gone along with what her sister wanted.
I have never went against my sister for nothing. even when she was wrong, I was against y'all.
I ain't never had no problem with her singing lead. Go ahead, girl.
That the blow to my chest would come directly from you. He'll come back. He'll come back.
Hell no.
It doesn't matter what happens, she always makes me her villain. It's like I'm her villain. No matter what time period you put it in, back in the day, you put it into these days, she's always making it that I am her problem in her life. When, in all honesty, in these last few years, I felt like we had come to a place of an understanding, like, no, me and her don't have a tight relationship like I do with my other group members, but we can work together. We can go do shows together and be cordial. Like, we don't have, like, I ain't had no problem with her. We ain't been having arguments. We ain't been beefing. So I cannot understand why she still makes me the problem in her life. Like, girl, fix your issues with your sister right now.
Latasha Scott and Candy can't stand each other. I'm a bottom line this for you real quick. Latasha Scott can't stand Candy. It's evident, it's noticeable. Candy has such a huge platform that every time she gets on, she's like, I just don't understand how you know how Candy talk. Latasha wants Candy to be a villain. Come on, man. And then Latasha Scott, I don't even know if I need to say allegedly, because allegedly is when it's not proven. Tamika Scott is coming with the receipts. I think you stole her money, Tasha. I think you stole her money. I feel like that's exactly what happened, because Tamika is showing hella receipts. Now, let me tell you what I think is going on. I think Latasha Scott is a stand by her man type of woman, to the point where I don't know if she would go against her mother, but she would damn sure turn her back and go against her sister at the hands and of her man, her husband, not some boyfriend. That's her husband. I think Latasha Scott is for her husband, and she will never admit that there was any wrongdoing going on until there's no more husband. You definitely stole that woman's money. I definitely think you were privy to it. He definitely probably, I said that. He probably spoke some nonsense to you about paying her back or showing, whatever the case may be. He made you feel good about what you were doing. And when it came to the light, he probably devised a plan and said, as my wife, have my back. And you said, all right, because I want to be a solo artist. As long as you help me be a solo artist, that's all that matters. Because I think that's all that matters for Tasha. It's so messy. It's so much going on off the show. It's like a whole side show. And it makes me feel like we are missing the mark. We're missing the mark because we were here for the music. We were here for the queens, the R&B queens. We were here for who you were or who you are to the culture, especially for us 40 plus year olds. Damn, we got our own drama. We don't want to see that shit. We wanted you to come through and sing the songs that we used to sing along to and make us remember when we weren't in our 40s and we weren't like these kids. We have children, we got bills, we have spouses. We're trying to get our together, but we want to remember a better time when we had no cares in the world. We're walking around singing your songs. Bring us back. You bringing us to filth. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it, but I'm disappointed. Like I said, I'm disappointed. I was looking forward to the show. I just did a podcast episode where I said, I am emotional. I don't want to watch nonsense on reality shows. I am over the days of when we women were fighting over men. We throwing tables and shaking the table and I'll smack that hoe. Everything is a fight. I understand that that's what brings ratings, and nobody really wants to be corny and sit in the kitchen and cut up onions and cook and laugh and let's have cocktails. Let's all be great. You know, let's go to these galas and get dressed up. I'm here for all of the fashion, the makeup, the hair. Let's have brunch and talk about how we're going to be greater tomorrow. What we working on next. I love that. I don't want to see drama. And I don't like that reality TV seems to be where you go to fuck your family up. It tears your family apart. I see marriages just like, oh, what just happened? Soon as you get on TV doing a reality show, now you're filing for divorce. What is happening? Latasha Scott used to go so hard. Nope. Tamika Scott used to go so hard for Latasha Scott. That's her sister. It makes me think, is this planned? Did you come into this knowing that, hey, Taj, I'm going to bring up the fact that you and Rocky stole money from me. That's going to be our storyline. And we're going to be all over these blogs. It's going to help you with your soul. Was that the plan? Because I just cannot see how reality TV just brings out the evil in people. This has to be something that was planned, because I don't want to go on a reality show and all of a sudden start bringing up stuff that really, do we need to talk about this on TV? Can y'all saying something? I cannot wait. It's only 6 episodes. It's only 6 episodes, and we're trying to get to the final one of the concert, that one show. And poor SWV, I with Lily so hard. I rock with Lily so hard because Lily's like, we too grown for this shit. Lily needs a show that I would watch her show. Lily's like, I'm working on this book. We're going to talk about sex. And I'm going to mind my damn business. I like it. SWV, I feel like, is just being overshadowed by the nonsense of Xscape. It's levels, I guess. It's levels. And Tasha Scott wants a solo career. And I told you I was going to end this on a positive note, right? Let me see if I can put this down so you can see my eyes. All right. I told you I was going to end this on a positive note, this particular story. I think Tasha and Tamika go to the kitchen table with mama, because you know that's where issues are solved. That's where lives are saved. That's your come to Jesus moment. You go to the kitchen table in the home with ma, big ma, and whomever else is involved, and you work it out. That's your come. That's the altar in the house. You bring it to the altar, which is the kitchen table, and you leave it there. Y'all do that. Now for Candy and Tasha, this is the solution. I have the fix, because I do agree with Candy that Tasha is a little salty that her solo career never happened. And I think that Tasha is smart to recognize that here is another wave that is coming in where Xscape is being pushed to the forefront. And I never got my time to shine. So I'm going to jump on it, and I'm going to try to ride this wave straight on into solo success. It's not really happening. You know what? We all, when they say what God has for you is for you, but it's not a solo show. It's not always going to be just about you. It's often going to be about who you are going to help, who is going to help you. If you have a spirit of team of me like Roscoe Jenkins, sometimes it's not going to work in your benefit because you're selfish. You have a selfish spirit about yourself. And maybe, Tasha, it's not you. Maybe it's your husband. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on another person's household, but I'm going to say this. Maybe the answer is in the person you have deemed the villain in your life may just be that one person that's going to help you hit that number one hit. Maybe you and Candy can show us how grown ass women handle their business. You can squash it. Candy is saying that Candy out here promoting Tasha's music more than Tasha's promoting her own damn music. But here's what I think. I think, Candy, go ahead and produce or write something for Tasha. She said you can't sing. Sing on that track. Sing on that track so y'all both can get number one hit. Sometimes it's going to take you to humble yourself before the Lord. Okay? Tasha, that hit that you're looking for, that catapults into your solo success, might be connected to Candy, and you keep pushing her away. I don't know if it's going to happen. But wouldn't that be awesome to see the two of them working together? Now, Candy, let me say this to you. Candy, don't be that person at the end of the day when y'all work together and you reach that number one success because y'all both blow on that song. Candy, I know you can sing, boo. Y'all both blow and you hit a number one album or a number one single. Don't be that person that's like, she only got a number one hit because of me. And Tasha, baby, I'm going to need you to let it go. And don't think of it as I want it on my own. Sometimes that is the one thing that's keeping you from reaching your success is that team of me spirit. Sometimes there are the people that are there to help you and you are there to help them. It's not our ways. It's his ways. Not our thoughts. You understand. Come on now. And last point I wanted to leave you with the Xscape thing. I feel like it's setting us up for a movie. Candy says that a lot too. Like if we ever get a movie, I'll go ahead. Listen, I think they have a movie coming. I think they have a movie coming on the life of Xscape. And they're going to go behind the scenes and let us know all the tea of how it all went down. They are definitely planting those seeds. Candy's a whole ass businesswoman. If she's saying if we ever get a movie, that's her way of putting it in the air of these producers and these networks. Whoever comes with the proper coin, you already know we bring in ratings. Don't play. Whoever starts talking the right number, we could talk turkey. They planting the seed. A movie is coming. All right. Speaking of movies coming, let's move on over to the next group of women that I want to talk about before we wrap up. Lifetime. Lifetime, listen, I don't even know. I don't know if I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research before I speak directly to this because I feel like either Lifetime is providing the platform for Black women to tell their stories because there's some Black women behind the scenes and they said that we need to uplift and show love to my people. And it's genuine. Or if Lifetime has recognized that most of their viewers are Black women, so they're really trying to push the agenda of Black women. I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel about it. Don't exploit us. But thank you for the stories, but don't play with me. Don't play with it. I don't know how I feel about it, and I'll let you know what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about is this. Powerful women, powerful stories. We got Keisha Cole, TLC, Mary J. Blige, all having stories coming to this platform. Lifetime. Executive producer and starring Keisha Cole. We have Keisha Cole. This is my story. Okay, Keish. Then we got Miss Rosanda and Miss Tion, better known as T-Boz and Chili. TLC Forever. They're both executive producers. I love how they're all producers of their own story. I find it absolutely incredible when we as women can tell our own damn stories instead of being dead and gone and somebody else get it wrong. Because I hate every single last one of these movies they keep doing about the late great Whitney Houston. Leave her alone. I wish Whitney Houston would have had the voice and the time to tell her own damn story instead of everybody else telling it like they want to tell it. Okay? She can't defend herself. Leave her alone. So I love that they have executive producer hats. They have their voice to tell their own story. But you're doing a lot. You're doing like you gave us Wendy. They gave us that. Didn't they do Salt and Pepper? They screwed that one. No, Salt and Pepper. We're going to leave them alone. Those are the queens. Those are the legends. So I love it. But at the same time, side eye, Lifetime. Don't use us. That's all I'm saying. I don't like when people try to get money off of us. You know what I mean? Don't do that. But shout out to T-Boz, Left Eye. Lord have mercy. But shout out to T-Boz, Chili, Keisha Cole, rest in peace to Left Eye, and Miss Mary J. Blige. That's where we're going to leave. I told you. We got to end this on a positive note. Every day like my birthday, I bring the cake and I feel good. I feel great, man. I feel amazing. By the way, I've been on my workout thing. When I want to go in, I get to the money. I be getting to the money. And Mary J. Blige is amazing. She's killing the fucking game. Mary J. Blige is about her takeover business. Oh, and I wanted to let me go back a second because I was just about to compare Mary to Beyonce. Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, neither one of them have hit billionaire status, right? Rihanna's in her billionaire pregnant stuff. Beyonce hasn't. She just separated from Ivy Park. Her ticket prices are too damn high to her show. People are out here really, really buying flights. We're gonna book a flight, get a passport, go overseas, unless you already have one because you be traveling overseas. We're gonna go to Europe because it's cheaper to book a flight, buy the ticket, stay a couple of days, get a room, Airbnb, and go over there to see Beyonce than it is to buy a ticket to see Beyonce here. And you still haven't reached billionaire status. Come on. Anyway, I feel like Mary J. Blige might reach billionaire status before Miss Beyonce does. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me, because Mary's doing everything. Let's call it. What is Mary doing? Mary has the book that just dropped, the children's book at that, called Mary Can. We know you can. We see you. Mary can and Mary will. I have my notes because I don't want to miss a beat. Mary J. Blige has the book. Mary J. Blige has the podcast. Mary J. Blige has the talk show. Mary J. Blige got some jewelry. She got the Strength of a Woman Festival in Atlanta for the second year. Mary J. Blige got some alcohol. Yeah, alcohol. Does Mary have a wig line? I feel like what's coming next for Mary is the wig line and the lash line, and maybe even some contacts, because I've been seeing Mary rocking some different color contacts. Mary, if you do a wig line, a lash line, and some contacts, please let me get in on that, because I just dropped them gems on you. Mary's killing the game. Period. And did I just mention that she's executive producing her movie? 2 of them on Lifetime, inspired by her music. 2 of them. And she's still making music. And she's on Power. Mary has the power. Mary J. Blige, you know, I have a bucket list. I've had some people that I've already achieved that accomplishment. I have a bucket list of the things that I want to do in my career and the people I want to talk to, interview, before it's all said and done. On my bucket list, let's talk about the people that I've already cleared off the list. All right, so I've spoken to Fantasia. I did an interview with Fantasia. I did an interview with Faith Evans. That was incredible. I did an interview with Yo-Yo. You can't play with my, don't try to play me out. I got a chance to do that. I got a chance to attend and work the Soul Train Awards twice. Let's see. I met some wonderful comedians, but I would have to say, on my list of the people that I want to talk to, I really want to meet and sit down and chop it up with them. Queen Mother, Patti LaBelle. Queen Bestie in my head, Queen Latifah. Oh my goodness. Queen Latifah, I would love to talk to you. Also, Mary J. Blige. And then I want to say 50 Cent. 50 Cent and Jay-Z. But 50 Cent scares me. I feel like 50 might, like, he's such an asshole. I feel like he might say something offensive. I feel like between he and Corey Holcomb, I don't know if I want to talk to them, because they might pop off. And you end up leaving that interview feeling like, damn, what was that? But I want to talk to 50. I want to have an interview with 50, and I want to have an interview with Jay-Z. I want to be able to talk to them. Listen, Fluff and Stuff with Wanda Coppage, I want you to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We go over a lot of fun stuff. I do a bunch of different things. I'm not in a box. Don't put me in one, because I'm not going to live there. I'm going to get out. I'm going to escape. That's what I'm doing. Xscape. You saw that plug? Listen, if you have not watched the show Xscape, SWV, watch it. And I'll keep you abreast of all the mess happening outside of that, all right? Until the next time, Fluff and Stuff with Wanda Coppage. Don't worry about my mic fading into the background. In the meantime, y'all be easy.